Every remote building project starts with an outhouse. At least in my opinion it should. We started with just a little shower tent and a porta potty, and we've ended up with what we call the hippy dippy shit shack. And because of our soil here, we had to build it above ground. It's a dry composting outhouse. So I thought in this video we would just take a little tour of the hippy dippy shit shack. So let's go. So the first thing that you'll notice about this outhouse is that it's raised up off the ground level, and as I said, that's because we're doing a dry composting outhouse. Our soil doesn't perk very well here, so if you just dig a hole and fill it up with water, the water stays in it for quite a while. I read a book called the Humanure Handbook, which I highly recommend if you're going to take on a project like this, and I came up with this idea to just do an above ground composting outhouse. If you'll notice, it's got eight railroad ties. It's four railroad ties tall, front and back, next 8. It actually is 2 boxes above ground. The outhouse is currently sitting on box number 1, let's call it. The idea is you do your business, you sprinkle a little sawdust or wood chips on top of that. It totally seals out the odor, but it also provides the carbon to break down the waste. I'm very pleased with it. We figured it would take 2 or 3 years to fill this side of the box, but in actually, we've been at this for 3 years on this box, and it's not even close to full yet because it keeps breaking down and flattening out. And the idea is that when you do fill this box, I undo, there's 4 screws that anchor it in place, and I just slide the outhouse over to the next side, and then you put some cover material on the side that's full and just let that continue to break down for 4 or 5 more years, and it becomes actually usable compost. So I'll just do a little walk around. The mosquitoes are terrible, so I'm going to make this kind of quick. This is the side that hasn't been used. And you see I have a little partition in there. You want this thing to get air for the composting. You don't want it to be sealed off, so I don't have things airtight in the box. I do wrap some mosquito screen around the base just to keep the mosquitoes from having their way with your ass, I guess. I have this little ventilation pipe because we have it insulated, and I recycled some clear roofing material. It does get hot when the sun's shining on that. This is the end of the box, also loosely partitioned so that the composting pile can get some air. Of course, we had to build stairs to get up to it. I still need to do railing just to keep us from, slipping and falling off of there. That's for a future project when the mosquitoes aren't so bad. And we just had some fun with decorating it. It's kind of miserable out here sometimes, and you want to do some things to add a little bit of enjoyment, maybe a chuckle or two. But yeah, this is an old, the window is out of a microwave. That's this part that spins, the little plate that spins in the microwave. And as you can tell, the hippy dippy shit shack is decorated, and we went kind of crazy with the hippie decorations. There's a little motion sensitive solar powered light up there. Right now it's summer, it's daylight all the time. Right, it's about 9:30 at night right now, and broad daylight. But anyway, as you can see, got a little container for cover material. Sawdust is what we're using. Nice to have some little shelves, some splash of color. We get 5 stars. Not a whole lot to say about it. It's an outhouse with some decorations. It's pretty straightforward, but it works. Works pretty well. So there you have it, our far out little outhouse in far out Alaska. If you have any questions or comments, please scroll down and comment and question below. While you're at it, please like, subscribe, and share.